Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope everybody is well. Got a story I want to share with you. Shout out to Only Pamela's Way for sharing this story with me. Um, Tyson Foods closes Iowa plant but looks to hire 42,000 immigrant workers. So I got this story from originally it was on Bloomberg and a lot of the mainstream media news outlets, but all of them have been gobbled up by MSN. And MSN is Microsoft. Microsoft is Gates of Hell. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But when I try to put the links in the videos don't do good, and the description always rejects um, the video because of the link. So if I take the link out or if I dispute it, they'll usually go ahead and upload it. So there's something to this Microsoft connection with Google, and I just try to avoid putting links in description or using them. I don't even like to click on the stories because now it's just a hassle. So if I could find it someplace else after I read it someplace, I'll bring it to you from an alternative source, which will likely be going away soon, but such is life. All right. So it says Tyson Foods closes Iowa plant but looks to hire 42,000 immigrant workers. So this story is important to Black people because these are your replacements. You are being pushed out in every way, shape, or form. So if you got a job in some type of manufacturing industry, if you make something, processing, service, good services or whatever, it's everywhere. Like I went out yesterday and I don't shop a whole lot. So I went out yesterday. I went to eat. I went to buy stuff. And everywhere I went, I don't care what kind of store it was Hispanic people, women primarily. The restaurant I went to, Hispanic men were in the kitchen. This is the second time in a couple of weeks that I've seen that. And it's just very interesting to me that so many Black people are not paying attention. Even in Black communities, I've noticed that there are Hispanics moving in. These are your replacements, Negroes, period. They're sticking them wherever they can stick them. They're allowing them to come. People who own properties are allowing them to rent because they're getting these government subsidies. They're treating these illegal entrants just like they are refugees and they're in a refugee resettlement project. They're giving them access to all sorts of resources they would never give to us to rebuild our lives. They're helping them become the next class of people that will be above Black people. You're going to be kept at the bottom of society. And although, they'll say, these food processing plants will say, oh, well, we couldn't get people to work. It's not that they couldn't get people to work. People can't afford, like, you need a subsidy when you work for these jobs because they don't pay you enough to live. And so they're trying to always say, well, we can't get somebody to work on these jobs, but you look at their profits, they're making record profits every year. Chicken ain't going down. How in the hell is the chicken wings? You got to refinance your house to get some chicken wings, but the thighs and the legs or leg quarters are cheap. It come off the same chicken, but the chicken wings high. Why? Because chicken wings are a celebratory food in American culture. You eat chicken when you get married. You're eating chicken wings for the Super Bowl. You're eating chicken wings at the games. You're eating chicken wings at the restaurant. We got Buffalo Wild Wings. We got Wild Wings and things. We got all kinds of stuff. Chicken wings are a huge market. They are important to American food culture, just like eggs and milk and all the other stuff we ain't supposed to be eating, but that's another story for another day. The point is that these people make a lot of money off of food. And Tyson doesn't just make chicken. I just use chicken as example. But the point is they make money off of every part of the chicken, from chicken feet to chicken necks to chicken wings, chicken breast, You name it. They do turkey, they do all sorts of things, hens, and they don't pay you no money to work in these meat processing plants. And I have worked in a meat processing plant. I have worked in a chicken processing plant and a pork processing plant back in the day. So I'm not talking about people that I don't know nothing about. When I worked in the chicken processing plant, you know who was in there? Us and a little bit of white people. And they're mostly in rural communities. These, or not, not in the heart of cities. I live in a rural place, and we had to commute almost an hour to one chicken processing plant. And then the pork processing plant is in the middle of a city, but it's a very rural county that didn't have that many people in it. But it was in the heart of the hood. So, poor black people could walk to work and you had a job, but it didn't allow you to make a whole lot of money. And so you would have to work that little job, but you still needed food stamps. You still needed Section 8 housing vouchers. You still needed some type of assistance to live because the cost of living does not, the wages paid by these food processing plants don't allow you to survive without some type of assistance, or you got to have two incomes in the household, or you know um you live with somebody, you still at home with your parents. Like, it's not or you got to work a whole bunch of overtime just to make a lot of money, and so basically you become a slave to the plant. So anyway, I'm saying all this to say this is why black people stopped working there and work to find better jobs, to do other things, became skilled laborers, had their own businesses, went back to school and did something else. And so, when we were free to do that, that's what we did. But the white people, children of the corn who owned these companies, got mad at us because we didn't want to work those jobs anymore. And it's not that we didn't want to work those jobs. I didn't have a problem working at the meat processing plant. I had a problem with getting paid by the piece and all these productions and all this other, crap that you have to do on these jobs. They don't just pay you an outright wage. They always got some kind of scheme for you to live in that plant. Then if they got trucks and stuff late, you have to stay over. If you didn't finish your work, they want you to stay over. If you try to leave, they threaten to fire you. Like, the meat processing plants are very much like plantations on the inside of them. They ain't no good place to work. It's a place that will hire anybody, and you can work all day and all night. They will let you. They always are in violation of some laws that protect workers because they don't give a crap. And so people got hip to that, and they were just like, I ain't doing that no more. I'm gonna do something better. So they had to go get them a new supply of slaves, and that is the immigrant class. Now, the immigrant class come over here thinking, oh, y'all niggas don't want to work. Excuse my language if you are a Gentile cleaving unto us, but I'm talking to my family. This is how we talk at home. So they're, just like the Negroes don't want to work for us, so we're going to go get a new class of people. And so black people, we just like, well, we don't care. Because we've been on a plantation and we didn't get reparations. We just doing the best we can. We understand now how this thing gonna work. We don't care about your business. So now, in retaliation for our rebuking them, and not just us, white people too. White y'all getting it too. They replacing y'all too. Um, but y'all stand to benefit because y'all can still control the system. But they're looking to replace you too. So these people are going to get immigrants, illegal entrants. They're allowing them to come across the border so that they can replace us, so that they will build their workforce. Because these people working in these plants are going to go home and tell their kids, because they're going to have children, about how hard it is. And so their kids are going to go to school and work hard and become the next class of upwardly mobile, uh, um, token Hispanic white people. They're going to become white because that's what they do. And then this is how you replenish the white race. They've done this all over the world. They've done it numerous times. There's nothing new under the sun. So this is what's happening. But unfortunately for Black people, we're in this predicament where we have become reliant upon our captors. And so it's going to be very painful to watch us being pushed out of our neighborhoods. We're going to be pushed out of the workforce. Um, we're going to be there will be less resources for public assistance for those who rely on public assistance, and you're not going to be able to work, so you're not going to be able to probably contribute to safety net programs, although I just assume they're going to be going away soon anyway. The other piece of this is a lot of most of these illegal entrants, are Catholic. So when it comes to the New World Order, and the Catholic Church is going to head it, because Pope thinks he's God on earth. And that's what the adversary is using at this hour. Um, these people are going to be working for the adversary. So they're going to help persecute Black people in every way, shape, or form. They're going to join the military. They're going to join the police. They're already anti-Black because there has been put into them. That's why they are allowed to come here. That's why the Haitians get pushed back when they come on a boat. And that's why little Elian Gonzalez be allowed to come. White and Black, right in your face. Esau, Jacob, right in your face. So we got to get it in our spirits that we're not going to be welcome here. Life is going to be hard here. Even if we're not here for a long time, we still need to be preparing for lack and shortages and homelessness and hard times, because these people are like doing everything but saying, Negro, we don't want you. Get out, niggas. We don't like you. We don't want you. We don't like you. And they're not saying it, but their actions are definitely showing it. And this story is another indicator that we are being replaced. This is the benign neglect policy still playing out. So it says, following the report, Tyson stressed that it only hires people who are legally authorized to work in the United States. But we already know that's a lie because they've been busted too many times with people working at these plants with no papers. So we already know what time it is. I don't care what they say. You already know what time it is. The people who work at these plants, they get people in place. Usually, another thing that you're going to start seeing, and that's already happening, is these HR people are Hispanic. So a lot of these HR people are helping these folks get these jobs. And we can act like it's not happening if we want to, but it is. So it says Tyson Foods says it would like to hire 42,000 immigrants to fill positions just days after the company announced it would close a plant in Iowa that employed 1,200 people. Tyson is joining, Tent Partnership for Refugees, a nonprofit that works to get refugees hired. So these people are not refugees, they are criminals. They came across the border illegally. They're illegal entrants. They're not refugees. There's a difference between a refugee and an illegal entrant and a migrant and an immigrant. I suggest you look up the definitions and then you look up the legal definitions. Go to Cornell Law, look up the definition of what these words are. They all mean something legally, and these are political things. These people have political names to fool you about what they are and who they are. But legally, these people are illegal entrants. They should not have access to anything. But here you got basically a temporary agency intermediary helping to clean these people up and get them employed, where we ain't going to have no jobs. You're going to have universal basic income and basically be subject to ghettos, no cars, Soylent Green, Z-Bugs, and 3D meat. So it says Tyson is joining Tent Partnerships for Refugees, a nonprofit that works to get refugees hired, and it plans on hiring at least some of the more than 180,000 illegal entrants who have gone through New York City's intake system over the past 2 years, Bloomberg reported last week. Notice Bloomberg is involved in this, so that's how you know what time it is. About 42,000 of Tyson's 120,000 U.S. employees are immigrants. And Garrett Dolan, who is in charge of the company's effort to overcome barriers to employment, including immigration status, said we would like to employ another 42,000 if we could find them. Mm. We would like another 42,000 slaves, please, if we could find them. Okay. Following the Bloomberg report, Tyson stressed that it only hires people who are legally authorized to work in the United States, which is a lie. We have a history of strong hiring practices, and anybody who is legally able is welcome to apply to open job listings, the company said, according to Fox Business. Tyson Foods is strongly opposed to illegal immigration. No, y'all ain't. And we led the way in participating in the two major government programs to help employees combat unlawful employment, E-Verify, and the Mutual Agreement Between Government and Employers, IMAGE program. That's a lie. People still hiring illegals. They just steal social security numbers and make up stuff, shuffle social security numbers around. Like there's no this is just a lie. Lies. Meanwhile, the company said on Monday last week that it would permanently close a pork plant in Perry, Iowa, which would result in the elimination, excuse me, y'all, of about 1,200 jobs per Reuters. So, anywho, I'm just letting you know it's over for us, Black people. These 50 years of civil rights, it's over. The Reconstruction era, the second one, it is over. They are replacing us. And it is intentional. It is by design. This is a part of the New World Order. These people are Catholics. They are going to go along with the program. They're going to be for Sunday day off. They're going to take the mark. We are going to be sealed. Those of us who are awakened and keeping the Sabbath, obeying the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, not the Catholic Church. We're not following them. But this is why you're being replaced. And you can't help whiten America. Nothing Black is going to help whiten America. Those people can help white people get whiter faster than us. They already got straight hair. Their skin is already lighter than ours. All they got, and they're willing to be subjugated. Willing. So it's not going to take them as long to train them. They've been training them where they came from. See how anti-Black they are. They have no reason to be anti-Black, but they're anti-Black. They're anti-Black because they've been taught to be anti-Black. So what's going to happen? These people are going to replace us. They are replacing us already. So I just want to share this story with you so that you will understand there are a lot of things happening. You have to pay attention to the signs. This is the gateway to upward mobility for poor people. Work in the processing plants, that's one generation. The next generation will be their kids who can go to school because of DACA and have access to all types of resources. They'll be able to go to college. So the system is already set up. The safety nets for them are already set up. Your safety nets are being taken away. So if you are not preparing to be self-sufficient, if you are not preparing to have your own job, to make your own way, to serve your own people, to divest out of this system, you're going to be left behind. You're going to be caught up. You're going to be harmed. You're probably going to be taken out. You're probably going to starve to death. Probably going to be homeless because that's the way things are going. I pray that the Most High delivers us from these evil, wicked people, but we don't know when His timing is. We don't know how long we're going to have to endure this. So you got to prepare. And Gentiles who cleave unto us, who are listening to this, you are being replaced too. Because these people are not going to care for you either. They see you as a threat too. If you can be taken out, you'll be taken out too. So, this is what happens when you allow, uh, um, maltreatment of a group and allow people to be subjugated for so long and pretend like you care and don't do anything about it. Eventually, the bad people come for you too. And so, Gentiles, the bad people are coming for you too. They're going to take your house. They're going to do all the things that you were afraid that we would do to you. These other people, they're going to do it to you. Um, Everybody else in the world ain't nice and kind like us. Y'all really used to imagine in your minds that we were scary and we used to do stuff to you? Huh? You ain't seen nothing yet. You just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Black people gonna be looking like angels and cherubs and all the nice things that y'all ever imagined heavenly host by the time y'all finish getting y'all behinds kicked by these other groups coming into this country. They're going to take things that we never could and were allowed to take. They're going to take space. They've already taken us out and they're coming for you. Papa told you when he was elected that we was going to have to work with these people. He was giving you the plans, like he misspoke, but he told us what time it was. And y'all didn't hear what he was saying. I've been saying this stuff for, shoot, almost 10 years now, and I see it clearly. If you can't see it, I don't know what is wrong with you. I really don't. But we're all, if you're American, immigration is a threat to you. Illegal entrants are a threat, not immigration, because immigration is a system and a process where they allow certain people to come, and it's a whole thing. But these illegal entrants, it is a threat to everybody. It is a threat to national security. It is a threat to Black communities. It's a threat to Black livelihood, and most Black people don't even see what's coming. Like, our communities are changing, and you can't hardly go someplace now and be served without the embracing, going into a business where you run into Hispanic people. Not that there's anything wrong with Hispanic people, but it's just the fact that they've put barriers in place where a lot of our people can't get a job. And so these people who are here illegally can get work. Most of them don't even have papers. They get paid under the table. And they be so happy. They all be laughing, kumbaya and stuff. But it's a trip to watch this country treat us like this. So we just got to be prepared. Um, Business is business. They're going to do whatever they got to do to get their work done, to make their money. The best way, the best thing that we can do is not patronize these companies. Don't buy Tyson chicken. Understand what brands are under the Tyson umbrella. Don't buy from them. Stop eating meat. That's my thing. We can just not eat flesh. Eat vegetables and fruit. Drink water and juice. Let these folks know we not patronizing them. Stop going to places, restaurants, and eating meat. Eat vegetables. Just keep it simple. They have pork, they have chicken, they have turkey, they have processed meats. They do a lot of stuff. So you need to really be thinking about this type of stuff as we head towards collapse. We got to be thinking, hey, who am I supporting? That's for my demise, and stop supporting them. Stop eating meat. We should all stop eating meat anyway, but let's not eat meat. All right, y'all. Please like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload new content. Follow me on Odyssey, Rumble, Instagram, and on Facebook in the event that I am booted from this platform. In the event that I am booted, I usually post to Rumble, and those are my backup channels. All the videos on YouTube are also on Odyssey and on Rumble. If you'd like to donate to the channel, links are in the description for Venmo and Coffee. They're at the bottom of the description. Lastly, keep prepping, keep praying, keep seeking the Most High. Obey those laws, statutes, and commandments. Repent daily for sins of commission and sins of omission. Plan. Be proactive and not reactive. If you're not getting a skill or a trade and learning how to do something on your own, I suggest you do so now. Go to continuing education, do something to learn how to survive so you can be self-employed, so that you can fix stuff, so that you can barter. Especially you men folk. Y'all need to be figuring this thing out now, because the bottom is getting ready to drop out and your replacements are here. All right, this is Marla K. Love y'all, and I'm out.